Oh, what a lovely introduction. Black Ace Open 2026 presented by Disc Golf Store. We're Andrew and Chris. Welcome everyone.
Hello, hello. Yes, we're again at the lovely Schloss Sallgast park. Still haven't had the chance to play it yet, but I love watching these views, these overviews. So yeah, let's get right to it. We start, as always, with hole 1. So hole 1 plays as a 111 meter par 3. You see there's out of bounds on the left and near the basket all around it. For people to know, this was a 2-day tournament where we played a shorter layout on Saturday and a longer layout on Sunday. So you'll see that listed sometimes, or we might talk about that. So here we are on the long layout.
All right, starting off on hole 1, Frederick Faber. He's playing juniors, but he's playing like a real pro, I think.
Yeah, definitely. We need to watch out for him in the coming years on full MPO.
Oh, and we mentioned it before, there's Obi on the left, and unfortunately he hits a branch.
Be right on the edge there.
Next, Nicolas Mielke, one of the locals. He lives around the course there, so
yeah.
he knows the course perfectly well, I would say.
Yes, those of us that play in the area, you recognize the black jersey for Black Ace.
And here we have the, well, probably favorite, Karl Rose, 998 rated. He's a bit on fire lately, so let's see what he can do.
He also does commentary. Had the pleasure of talking to him about that, so we've agreed to share best practices and not become huge competitors in the commentary space.
Shout out to Dreamflight here.
Yes.
Up next, Felix Scholder, also another local, also lives close by.
Taking the forehand line around the trees. Let's see if that works for him.
Yes, I think he likes to play the forehand, so we will see that a lot. And last but not least, Martin Cronacher, sponsored by Disc Golf Store. We know him very well. He's going for a backhand.
I probably mention it every time.
And unfortunately,
unfortunate OB.
There's a little pond in the back.
Yeah, but I had the real pleasure of being a co-trainer with Martin for a bit, so I'm always happy to see him on coverage.
Yeah.
Ooh, tries the forehand around the tree, not lucky.
That was the only tree to miss there, but you got to be careful. There's OB on the left behind. There's a little pond, so you don't want to juice it.
Yeah, I think that's probably what happened. Of course, you never know, but when you try to take some power off, then it cuts in a bit early.
Yeah.
Okay, good layup to the hill there.
So this is actually one of my favorite holes already, hole 1.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on. You got Amanda on the right, OB's on the left. You got that beautiful castle. And the basket is on a little hill there.
Yeah.
It's quite dangerous.
Yeah. It definitely plays a little harder than average. It's averaging almost 0.7 over par. So yeah, a lot of bogeys on this hole.
All right, Kai with his second throw. Can he get a birdie early on?
Yes, he can. What a putt.
Beautiful.
Oh, because you know if that's not hitting anything, that's going long on the other side. So great confidence, great putt.
Felix for par.
Yeah, solid putt.
Easy buckets.
Easy buckets. Finishes out with bogey. You know, not the way you want to start the round, but there's a lot of golf left.
It seems like a fairly easy hole when you just stand on the tee pad and you look at it.
Yeah.
But it has a low ceiling, it has that hill, and it has OB on the left.
Yeah, and those guardian trees near the end. And
so par 3 plays as a 3.69.
We are outside.
We are together.
Oh my!
We are healthy. We are inclusive.
Smile.
Smile. You are playing
This goal.
PDGA Europe.
Smile.
We're smiling here in the booth. All right, hole 2, par 3, 133 meters. So if you've watched our coverage before, I like to mention this for perspective. That is far for an average player.
Absolutely.
Now, I've been playing for quite a few years. I can throw 95 to 100 meters. I'm working to get it up there. So for me, that would be a very difficult birdie. But we have some big arm players on our feature card here.
And look at that on the right-hand side. You see the leaderboard.
Yeah, already off to a good start. Carl here. Oh, it flips up a bit.
So, Andrew, there is OB on the right-hand side, but it's fairly far away.
Looks like he's safe.
And you mentioned, this is not your average course. This is our championship course for the German championships. So the whole tournament is kind of like a warm-up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he also flips up and goes out of bounds. I wonder if the wind is doing something different past the trees.
I mean, you can hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
It was not, I think it was not the windiest day, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But here you want to be more on the right-hand side, because
To open yourself up for the second throw.
exactly, basket is on the left, and it's kind of protected by these branches there.
Yeah. So it looks like you might be a little pinched off for his second throw, but we shall see.
Ooh, Martin going with a Star Destroyer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what this that was. That looks clean. He's got a look.
Did Nicola go OB?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it already is third throw.
Oh, great upshot, though.
Let's see.
Looks like some tall grass. Thankful to any spotters we have out there. Okay, made it past most of the trees. We'll have a putt there. I see what you mean now, but if you're a little too far left, you have to play out and around.
Yeah, and Carl here overthrown.
Not a problem I have, but okay, long birdie look. Oh, that was a good effort.
Low, yes.
Good effort. Hits the cage. But a tap and par on this one, I think he'll take. Nice putt. Good par on this one.
Well done. And I think you don't see that too often these days. The sort of straddle putt that he's using.
A low putt there.
Yeah.
Easy
Clean
par.
up here for Fredo.
Yeah, a good recovery on the second shot there. I'm sure Carl wants that first putt back, but as I said earlier, there's still a whole lot of golf left to play. So yeah, tough hole. Birdie is quite rare on this one.
Alright, off to hole 3, par 5, 196 meters. That's quite long. So, no OBs, but you have a ton of trees. You basically have a ton of shot here. Just try to go straight. If you're good enough, you want to turn it over a little bit and land about right here. That's your prime position. And then it's basically the same shot again. Another straight shot.
It looks tough. I have some stats here.
Incredibly tough.
Can you guess where it's ranked in difficulty?
Probably Probably the most difficult one.
Surprisingly not. This is a tough course.
Really?
This place is the 4th most difficult, but does play a full stroke over par.
Okay, a lot of you who are watching are pretty familiar with the course. The famous Sallgast Open are being played here. A tournament everyone is looking forward to every year, basically, with tons of players sold out right away, or booked out right away. And this is a modified layout, as I said before, for the German Championships, which will be held in September.
Okay. So yeah, I think this serves as both practice for the tournament directors and also for the players.
Exactly.
Martin sneaking on the right side. He gets a kick back towards the fairway.
I was not too happy about it.
Yeah, you could.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, you can easily kick off into the woods.
Whoosh, that was close.
Will he or will he not? Okay, also kicked back towards the fairway.
Wir sind nett heute. Wir sind alle schön auf dem
Yep, he just said it. The trees are very nice today.
Yeah.
You know, Nicola kind of reminds me of...
Nein.
Stop it!
Everybody's looking for something. Das war doch das Lied, oder? Ja, aber ich glaube...
Good to see some joy on the card already.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me, Nicola, of James Conrad.
Okay.
With his run-up,
Yeah.
it always looks like a sprint.
Yeah. The hair's a bit different, but I can understand your
For sure.
the style of play.
Yes. But yeah, he's running up to his shot, and he's got so much power with it.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to see. Okay, Martin is a little bit short there. I wonder if he just plays a conservative shot to lay it up there. Yeah, that's
Yeah, looks it. Placement shot.
perfect.
And that's smart play. That's why he's consistently at the top.
Oh, it's probably a flex forehand.
Maybe wanted the flex, but didn't quite get enough.
But still, good look from there.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it seems like none of our players are able to go full power because they didn't quite make the turn.
yeah, and you can... I mean, Fredo went really far, but it's so obstructed.
Yeah. So just trying to get yourself in a good position for
But
your
finds the fairway.
next shot. Yeah. Miss all the trees.
Well done.
Well done.
Such a good shot.
Well done. It looks like a tight gap, a tight fairway.
Yes, it's always hard to see on camera. It's about 2.5 meters, I would say.
Wow. Okay. He hits a final tree there, but it doesn't look like it hurts too bad.
Andrew, this hole has a nickname, and
Okay.
it's nicknamed the Cathedral.
The cathedral. Okay.
Yes, which is kind of interesting. When you start the hole and you walk up, you see the trees. They are going up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Like when you walk into a cathedral, it's kind of lengthy and it
Yeah.
has a high ceiling. And I guess
And
that's
maybe
where
a narrow walk between the pews.
yes, I guess that's where it's got his nickname from.
Yeah. Martin unfortunately kicks off into the woods. We'll see if he has any sort of look towards the basket.
Ka with a nice layup here. I mean, it's probably not what he wanted, but I think getting a par here is
It feels good getting a par here.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there for Frederick. Oh, what a bid, though. Almost capitalizes. Yeah, here we see Martin pretty tucked in the woods, but,
He's
from
got
the
a
camera
gap.
angle, he has a gap there. Great layup.
Ich bin außerhalb, hier ist der Büschel.
Yeah, he just mentioned that he's outside.
Yeah, a little short.
Close
We did
it.
this a bit last year. Of course, we assume most people that are watching this play disc golf and know all the rules, but for anyone watching for the first time, you might hear us talk about outside the circle or inside the circle. So when you're putting, if you're outside the circle, you're allowed to step forward after you putt. If you're inside the circle, you cannot step forward, which changes the putting style for some people, the power. Okay, here we are on hole 4, par 3, 101 meters. I think we still have that sort of tight fairway, but no big dog leg like the last hole. It's just a challenge to our players. Can you throw it 100 meters straight?
That is the question.
Which is surprisingly hard to do.
It is. It's probably the hardest shot in disc golf.
Yeah.
Just throw it straight.
But that looks good off the tee. Let's see if it misses the trees down there.
So fortunately, because it's so heavily protected by the trees, we don't have any wind going on.
Yeah.
But at one kick here, it's
can get you in
really
trouble
hard to
really
get
quick.
to even get a par.
Yeah. You can tell he wants it to swing back, but you hear applause.
Looked like a good shot.
Oh, early tree kick.
And that is interesting with Car's power. If he hits a tree,
It can go quite far.
yep. Oh, Fredo.
Yeah, same problem. Early tree kicks off into the woods.
And here you have these super tiny trees. There's the thin ones. It's so hard to get out of there.
Yeah. He tries to put some power on it, and that's the gamble, right? When you're in the woods and you're scrambling, do you just lay out to the fairway or do you try to go for it? In that case, he went for it, and I think bit him a bit by still hitting a tree, being in the woods on the other side.
Yeah. I think for players like you and me, Andrew, being on the tee pad, looking up front, I think it's a lot easier to just say, hey, I want to lay that up.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
60 meters or something.
Yeah.
But everyone here on this card obviously has
They know they have the skills to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they all want to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That looks obstructed. Is he going roller?
Kind.
Sort of roller tomahawk. It worked.
In between.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was, it worked. Oh, almost hit the catch cam there.
It's 13 meters.
So
Putt.
close. Upper cage.
And Martin here, chance for birdie.
That looked clean.
Good
That's
bid.
what you want. Throw it almost 100 meters, put it in.
And Felix as well. Chance for birdie. Oh no, sorry, chance for
Oh, yeah,
par.
that's par. Which he
And
gets.
he saves his par.
That's a good par
Yes.
save.
Good save.
Yeah, after a few tree kicks, gonna try to make this for bogey, which he does. Honestly, that's a good recovery from the tree hits.
Absolutely.
Oh, I've been there. You know, it feels close, and it really hurts to hit bander cage on those.
It was kind of close.
It was kind of close. But I don't know. I personally, that's a range that is tough. It gets in your head. But anyway, how about you take us through hole 5?
Hole 5, par 3, 80 meters. The basket is a bit to the right here. So what we usually see is a sidearm shot, no OBs, just a lot of trees again in your way. Maybe we can see it here now. Oh yeah, so the tree in the middle, in the middle. You either want to get a straight sidearm right to it. See what Martin is doing.
Yeah.
Yep, just like that, and then pray and hope that you won't hit anything.
Okay.
Or you go super hyzer and then towards the left of that
In
tree.
left gap. Okay. Felix is throwing sidearm on most throws. Let's see what it looks like.
Pretty stable
Yeah,
disc, and then he hits the tree.
it's the tree. It looked a little straight, but maybe trusting the disc to come back at the end. So this is another type of play, Anheuser turnover shot, which I don't trust my forehand enough, so I tend to go Anheuser, which does sometimes work, but it also runs the risk of flexing out straight.
Yeah, I think that has.
Yeah.
I think that had a good height.
Yeah.
I think the backhand shot, you don't see it too often because you need a super late flip. If you flip too early, this is
Early tree.
yeah. If you put too much anheuser on it, or if it flips too early, you end up on the right, and
How much you can do.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much bogey territory.
Sort of a sky Anheuser, which gets him possibly edge of circle.
That was a great shot.
That was a good recovery.
Fortunately, he was not in the bushes there, so he had a little wiggle room to play with,
Yeah.
and that was a great shot.
Oh, great second shot there.
Binder, I believe this is a fairly easy hole.
Yes, I believe so. Let's check our stats here. So, do you want to guess again? Do you want to guess? It is in the top 5 easiest.
It's probably the. Great here.
putt.
Wow, we're talking about
Great, but
how difficult the holes.
Yeah.
Probably the second easiest hole.
you are bang on. Second easiest. How many birdies did we have? Across the day, 26 birdies. So we're treated to some on our card here as well. But interestingly, even though it is the second easiest, it still plays over par on average.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a tough course, but it is for the German championships, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I forgot, but I think it was
Another great birdie, by the way.
the par round. I think was around 980 rated.
Okay.
So I think in Germany we don't have too many very, very challenging courses,
Yeah,
but this one is one for sure.
it is one for sure. We saw Nicola finishing out for par there. All right, so on to hole 6, 75 meters. Looks to me, having not played it, that you have a little bit of a zigzag or jig jog, as we might say. So you have to put some shape on your disc, and then you have this gully or this gulch. I don't know what you would call it. That
A
you might
ditch.
end up on ditch. Yeah.
Yes, and our course designer, shout out to Christoph.
Out of bounds. Just
So he
short.
changed this hole a little bit to the regular black ace hole, making everything a little bit harder. So now the ditch is OB.
Okay.
The ditch is OB, and behind the basket there's a little road, which You
Oh,
can see
that look-
here, which is also
I-
OB.
Yeah, as you say it. I was going to say it looked great, but yeah, a little long, a little OB.
So this is a rather short hole,
Yeah.
but you got to be really careful. If you hit the ground near the basket, the chance of skipping OB is just
see.
insane.
So you have to get enough power to get over the ditch, but not too much power that you skip long.
Yes, and you cannot really use the right side.
Ooh, also out of bounds.
Yeah, as you can see, you cannot really use the right side because there are a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Because towards the right side of the ditch, there is a little landing area.
Okay. Looks like he cleared the OB on that throw. Oh, great upshot.
Perfect. Yes.
Aber ich hätte deine aus meiner Sicht auch low gesehen.
Der da einen Ast mitgenommen.
Some discussion about where it went out of bounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think they were actually talking about Carl's shot,
Okay.
whether it crossed or did not.
I see.
Oh, that went OB again.
OB again.
Yeah, I think he wanted to go for a lofty, pretty safe putt.
Yeah, but you gotta hit something.
Yes.
So actually, it seems like par on this one is quite good versus the field. Almost hit band again there. Needs to lower his aiming point a bit, maybe. But he's also way better than me, so I don't know. But another good par.
Yeah, Carl unfortunately going for double bogey here. He's a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
Par, bogey, double bogey, birdie.
Yeah, colorful scorecards across all of them.
All right. Off to hole 7. A par 4, 197 meters. You want to get out of this here with a probably hyzer, end up somewhere here on the grass. Ideally, the landing zone is about here towards the left. And from there, it's another 80 meters, I would say. The basket is hidden behind these trees on the left-hand side. We do have OB on the right and behind the basket.
Behind the basket. Yeah, this looks like a sharp dogleg left, so you really want to try to...
That's funny here, you can see we have a high chance of losing this here, so...
Please use a spotter.
Yes. And this looked inside, just out of the hand, but it's just a perfect shot.
Yeah, that seems like exactly what you want.
It's so deceiving, because
Yeah.
if you go straight here, you probably end out of bounds to the right.
That's still going forehand.
Yeah.
But hey, it works.
Hey,
if it works, it works.
Great angle control.
Does he have all pars so far? I think I saw that. Which, on a course like this that plays every hole over par, actually playing solid par disc golf
Absolutely.
is good.
Yes.
Martin also going forehand.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
Or in danger, yeah.
Hit one of the last trees. Let's see if he has any footing for his next throw. Same thing again. That looked inside and maybe a little more than Frederick.
So I think that was actually a good tree for Martin.
Yeah.
Because it was already flexing out and had a high chance of going OB. This needs to come down. Sit. Yes.
Right on the edge. Hopefully has some good footing there.
Felix going sidearm again. That is interesting.
It looks to be a stable disc that's
Fight
coming
through.
back. Yeah, okay. Maybe circle 2. Carl pulling out the rangefinder, getting the exact distance needed.
Oh, if that gets a skip, that could a little short. Okay,
Maybe needs to adjust the rangefinder.
probably.
Yes.
Doesn't like it.
Isn't that what they say? The best players just always blame the equipment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You always need to have an excuse.
Yeah.
Right.
I do, at least. Wow, okay. Yeah, made it past those trees that were catching up some of the card mates and has a good looking putt from there.
Oh, wow. That was high enough to be the small trees there.
Yeah. Okay,
Ooh.
Martin going the tomahawk over the top. And that works.
Ooh.
And also good. We're seeing some excellent scramble play here.
Absolutely.
Hab ich Metal gehittet oder?
Another good scramble.
Wow, 2 almost birdies here.
Oh, heavy chains and out.
Fredo gets his birdie here. Well done. I think it's one of the harder holes.
Yeah.
At least that's what it felt like when you're on the course.
Yeah.
And Karl cleans up his par.
Nice.
Well, Felix still with a very clean scorecard. That's actually impressive.
Will come in handy going into the next 2 holes.
So, Andrew, that is a really nice hole. Hole 8, par 340
beautiful.
meters. We got an island here, which ends up right there. And then there's OB right there. And a second island, which starts here again.
Okay.
And the fairway on the first island is really narrow.
Okay.
Probably just 15 meters wide.
Okay.
So all of these guys here have the power to reach the second island.
The second island.
So I
Okay.
believe, that's in. Perfect. I think they all go
Nice.
for it. Well, that looks like a
Interesting.
layup, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'll spoil a bit the guessing game, but hole 8 and 9 plays the top 2 hardest holes.
Bit high. And
Is he going for the layup? No.
yes, that was a safe shot. Supposed to be a safe shot,
Yeah.
but went OB.
Can he make it? It looks like it's hyzering out.
It's a little hard to tell because the high grass on the second
Yeah.
island is still in bounds.
I see. But we do have a nice graphic that tells us it unfortunately was OB. OB again.
So
Let's
I
see
think
what Martin can
3
do
out of
here.
4 OB
So
right now.
far, yeah.
The door is open for Martin.
The door's open.
And you see it's calm.
Yeah.
That looked over.
Oh, but will it come back? Come back?
Stable up. Come on.
I think not enough. No. Good distance, but not enough. Now, how does it play with an island and OB just wherever it crossed out of bounds last? Yeah.
Exactly.
So it did not look like he crossed into the second island. We'll have to take it from the first. For Martin. Obviously Nicola here also.
Yeah. It's a beautiful shot. I think only Fredo was the only one
Yeah.
making it to the second island.
Yeah. which this type of hole, I do really like island holes. They play as score separators often. So, you can do the safe play. You lay up, you take your par, but that's quite rare, I would say. So people tend to go for it, and you can get your birdie, or, as we see, you go OB, and you might end up with a bogey.
Felix leaves it a little short.
Yeah, so he's in bounds, but that's, with an elevated basket, that's a tough putt.
Absolutely. On top of that, Andrew, it was a really hot day.
Oh, yeah.
Good run here.
Good bid.
So shout out to all the spotters, especially here. Wow, what a putt.
What a putt.
Yeah, shout out to all spotters, especially here. You're just in the sun for the whole time. So great job. And Felix with his first bogey of the round.
Ooh.
Yeah, has a hard time catching the disc there. Where Nicola went too high, this time he went too low. Martin also with a bogey. So Andrew, that's probably a top 5 most difficult holes.
Yes.
Because if you go OB, I mean, it's an instant bogey.
Yeah.
So
So actually, hole 8 played as our second most difficult hole, and hole 9 is number 1 most difficult. And you're starting to see why. Par 5, but 314 meters with lots of OB. You have played this, or you know this. So how about you talk us through this one as well?
yes, here the high grass, that's all OB. We have a few guys who were able to throw 140 meters just over the OB, but it's really, really hard. So you have to try to be on the right side of the OB. Then you go for a layup shot into the gap, and from there it's still another.
And then you keep going.
170 meters, I believe.
Yeah.
So first you have to beat all the OB, and then afterwards you have to beat all the trees.
Yeah. So you can see why it plays as the hardest hole. It played 1.59 strokes over par. So most people getting a bogey or double bogey.
So see,
or worse.
Fredo is going for it. He's trying to beat the OB here.
Can he do it?
The problem...
Oh, and he
so
did not.
close.
He did not.
The problem is, usually throw an OB just 10, 15, 20 meters after the tee.
Okay.
So it's almost like re-teeing from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Felix does is the safe shot, and I think that's a great play.
Yeah.
Because from there you just have to lay it up in
But to lay
front
up
of
to
the
the
gap.
gap, but better than being OB.
And you can still play birdie from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even Carl cannot
Even
beat the
Carl
OB.
can get there. Yeah.
Wo war der Flip? Ich dachte mal gegen.
Now Martin also has the distance, but I think for him it's just a layup. Let's see. Yep, he's got a link in his hand. He's got a putter. A little too far to the right, I would say. From there, it's probably 110 meters to make it to the gap.
Yeah.
And Nicolas got to be a little bit careful because there's also a B on the right side, which typically doesn't come into play.
Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes you just grip lock or flip your disc.
But I showed how to do it. So,
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
It is too. Or you say a friend of mine. No. Yeah.
So Fredo going again. And OB again.
OB. It
All
seems
right.
slightly insensitive, but the flight looks good. You have the nice duo plastic.
And OB again.
OB again. Oh, this is a nightmare for
How
Fredo.
devastating. I mean, that was already his 5th shot, basically.
It looks like this hole can easily turn into big numbers.
So let's hope Ka adjusted his rangefinder here.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Good callback.
Oh, it's a bit high. Can it beat the corner? Yes, it
Yes,
does.
it can. Good adjustment.
Well done.
Okay, so now we have that placement shot you're talking about, trying to line it up in front of the narrow gap.
Yeah, you see the 2 green, I don't know, hay stacks, hay balls? I don't
Hay
know.
bales,
Hay
yes.
bales, okay.
Yeah,
So the right one marks the end of the right side OB.
Okay. Alright, so it looks like he's safe.
He's safe, but not in a
it's-
great position.
But not in a great position.
So you want to end up on the left side towards that, what is it called? Hay bale?
Bale. B-A-L-E, a bale of hay.
All right.
Not sure why, but a little English lesson for today as well.
Thank you, Andrew.
Of course. I was thinking back to that gulch, gully, ditch. I don't even know what it is in English, so maybe I need a geography lesson.
That's a little too
A
far.
little too far. Yeah, hard for me to tell where that gap is.
Fredo going for a big Annie, trying to make it through the gap immediate or right away. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went through.
Okay, so now we see, I had missed it too long, but looks like he hit the gap this time. And I wonder, as a player, even at this high level, like, you don't know going into this that this will end up being the hardest hole. You don't know that a 6 or a 7 is actually okay against the field. But I wonder how frustrating that is to hit the tree. You know you're coming up on double bogey at best. It's got to be tough on the mindset.
I think that was a good branch. It
Yeah.
seemed like it was turning.
Stayed in the fairway.
Yeah, Andrew, that's the whole game, right? If you
That's the whole game.
if you play on these advanced courses, if you play in a lot of wooded courses, you have to live with that, hitting the trees left and right.
Yeah. That looked like a good, clean, straight shot.
Yes. Well, but it was already his 8th.
8th throw, yeah.
Yeah, Martin not in a good position. Just has to aim for the fairway. And Nicolas with a chance to lay it up for par, but pulls it a little bit.
Somehow managed to miss all those trees
Wow.
over there.
Oh, I have no idea where Felix is.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. He seems maybe okay with it.
So Carl with his 6th shot. Fredo is coming up with his 9th shot.
I believe so.
Martin, I think, is going for a par. Felix with a long bit. What's the average score, Andrew?
It is not great. It is average score is 6.59, and that's
Wow.
that's average. And it had how many? 34 triple bogey or worse. By far the most.
Did we have a single birdie?
We did have at least one. I won't tell you how many, so that our viewers don't get any spoilers. So you'll have to join us for second round front 9 coverage, and I will let you know how many birdies we got.
All right.
Oh, that was a good half bid there.
right card for double bogey here.
Okay. I mean, that feels rough in the moment, but we know that that's okay.
Yeah, just half a stroke over the average.
Yeah, not even. So bogey plays like par or even birdie.
And Fredo going for
10
quintuple bogey.
Yeah, I'd say quintuple, but tuple maybe also in some languages.
I have no idea.
That's
it's,
okay.
yeah,
I don't
you
know
tell
that.
me.
I don't know that word in German. Fair. Yeah, that's tough. You never want to see a 10 on your scorecard.
I think we just say quintuple bogey, just in more of a German
An accent. Yeah.
pronunciation.
And me and my Kentucky accent. Quintuple.
All right, and then concludes the front line here. Very colorful scorecard.
Very colorful scorecard. I mean, Felix played pretty clean through there, and you see that having the best score. So even with no birdies, having the best score there. Tough for Fredo there on the last hole. Carl, some doubles as well. But join us for the back nine.
Man, Andrew, it's an exciting course.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to the back nine.
Yeah, we have back nine coverage and then second round coverage as well.